welcome back to Movies with Tokes. Thank you all for watching our last video. We really appreciate you guys. Today I will be sharing the part 2 of trends we ate in movies, dramas and TV shows with my sister Toro as our guest. So without any further delay, let's get right into the video. Where I know that ties into another one of my own that I don't like is miscommunication.
Yeah.
A misunderstanding and that lack of communication problem.
Yeah.
Like, if there's so many misunderstandings in a movie, in like this person killed this person, but because like, okay, for example, two lovers now, the one of the boyfriend should maybe this happens a lot in like Chinese drama, like maybe the boyfriend should kill the family of the girlfriend, and instead of you to tell her that I'm the one that I did it, but it's not my fault. This is what happened.
Yeah.
There's an incident that probably happened that made you do that. Maybe the father wanted to kill you, and you not killed him. Do not protect yourself.
Self-defense.
You will not say that one. You will not say that one. You will say, "I'm the one that killed him. I wanted to kill him because I don't like." Come on.
I feel like all these things they all do is just to, they need to fill the drama, they need to fill the shows up with like storylines, right? So they all do all these things to fill. But then it just becomes annoying when you just see it back to back to back, like almost every show.
Yeah.
I think there's this thing with Asian shows, like when they do it in one show, and I see that it worked in that show, everybody else now start putting it in their shows.
Exactly.
Like that, like back to back, every show will now have that trope, like miscommunication. Like it's so annoying, but what can
I don't know.
we do?
Maybe they just feel that maybe it's an Asian culture. I'm not sure, but maybe it's that they don't like to communicate. Please tell me what you're feeling. Like, let us figure this out together. But no,
Yeah.
I do this.
I feel like they're just against healthy relationships in Asian dramas.
Most dramas, don't never ever tie your real life relationship to Korean dramas. Never, because they are not healthy.
They're not healthy.
They are not healthy at all. Like, the communication is trash.
Like, if you had that kind of relationship in real life, I'll tell you to run away. Because I don't understand how you will be in love in that kind of relationship. I don't understand how you will last long, because it's like abuse. It's emotional abuse.
Mm-hmm.
It's
How
just too
you
much.
claim to love each other and not communicate to one another and tell each other anything, or allow a miscommunication to drag you people apart, or a misunderstanding to drag you people apart? Maybe somebody lied on
Without
this
even
person.
clarifying, like this. Once you just hear something from somebody else, you can't even go and ask the person that is involved, like, oh, did this actually happen? But
And then they will ask you. The funny part is that the girl can come or the guy can come and then ask the girl,
And then she
that,
will deny.
tell me the truth, and then you just be quiet, like you have time. You have like within that seconds or within that minute, you have time to be like, no, I'm not the one that did this. But no, you just keep quiet and be looking like, and then the girl will go or the boy will go. Like,
I think that ties into like the other trope, like that has to do with like dumb characters, like like slow characters.
Characters that are so slow and they are dumb.
I feel like when I started watching Korean drama, that's when I started seeing characters that were so slow. Because when I used to like Western dramas, like everybody is smart and quick on their feet. Like there's action and everybody wants to do things fast. They're like figuring out things fast. But then you go to like Korean dramas and then you're like, oh my gosh, like can't you speak? Who is holding your mouth? I just don't like that kind of that trope where the character is just so bloody dumb, and then you're like, and the dumbness leads to different things like misunderstandings and stuff like that.
Like when the character wants to say something, or they want to actually like these slow characters, that they will do something bad, or they will do something, or they will hear something, and they want to tell the other person, but then they want to say it, but then they will stop. Like, they don't want to say what they want to say. They'll not be like, they just keep quiet. And then
like,
the other character,
no, don't worry.
exactly, and then the other character will not find out from another person.
True.
And then the person will not come, and then I'll be like, so this is what I heard. You're like,
and then,
but I wanted to. The person will never say, but I wanted to tell you.
you had all the time to tell me, but no, you did not tell me. And then somebody else now came to tell me, and then our relationship has broken again. Now, like,
that's what I don't like. That's why I don't like a lot of K dramas nowadays. I prefer like some action ones or the ones that are very like quick to
Quick
some
paced.
ones like they're very fast paced. Like this person has found out, this person has found out. There's a secret within episode 1 and episode 2. Almost everybody knows about that secret. Like it's so fast. Like if I have something to say, I've said it, I've done everything fast, and you move on with your life. Instead of dragging the thing that episode 16 we don't still know. When episode 16 and one person does not still know who is the person that is behind all this. When all the characters know, one person don't know.
And then when the character now finds out, you're like, oh, you all knew about it,
But not tell me.
I'll feel disappointed. Like, oh, you didn't tell me. They're like, oh, I didn't need to protect you or something like that. Like, not bloody protection. Who knows? Maybe if you are told that maybe the things are not escalated.
And anytime you don't tell somebody something, that's when something bad will not happen.
Yeah.
And then you'll not be like, as me, I've told the person this
Right.
thing that oh Jesus.
That's why I know communication.
Exactly.
Communication
That,
is
I think
key.
the old point in this video now is just communication, because that's a lot of what you see in a lot of dramas or in a
And
lot
TV
of
shows,
like TV
yeah.
shows you watch. Nobody can talk. Like that's not how it is in real life. In real life, you have to talk. I don't know how shy you are, but with your
Like,
partner.
especially if you're like saying something, accusing me of something, like I'll talk because I'm like, I need to clear my name. I cannot have my name being dirty in the mud because I'm trying to keep so like I'll talk because my name has to be clear in this situation.
Do you have any other point?
Oh yeah, making up the storyline as you go. I think this is the writers. This is like when it comes to writers,
Yeah.
because they start the storyline in a particular premise, and then that premise ends, but then they don't know what to fill it up with, so they start creating like dumb storylines. And one show that like implemented this, that's my worst Korean drama ever, and I will not advise anybody to waste their time watching it, and that's My Secret Romance. Like that show, like you could tell that the writer did not know what they were doing anymore. The premise started off like, oh, like this storyline is not bad, and then they like just spoiled everything. And then the male lead was bloody annoying. The female lead was dumb. Going back to the dumb thing we're talking about, the female lead is dumb and so slow. Like that just made the drama drag. I finished watching it because I thought maybe okay, let's see, maybe something will happen, maybe there'll be a redemptive act, but then there was nothing. So I don't have anybody to watch it. So I don't like when writers like just make up the story and when it is very obvious. Like there's some stories that the writers make up the story as they go, right, but then they come up with better, better things, better storylines. But it's just so obvious. Like even me, I'm not a writer, but I can tell that's okay. They made it up as we're shooting the episodes.
True. Like it's better you just end it in. If you do I feel like if you do 5 episodes,
Like
of
they are
good
solid.
drama, like solid 5 episodes that are solid, begin to end, everybody's on their seat. Like okay, what is next? What is next? And you feel that's like it's okay. But when you now start doing 16 episodes, 20 episodes, and then you're now saying different stupid things, creating things that are not even making any sense, then you're no more, that drama is no longer good. And you're spoiling the actor's name because at the point you don't want to watch that actor, then you're that drama. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
This actor does the
It's
acting
true.
stupid dramas.
The actor that acted in that My Secret Romance. Luckily, I watched him in like Oh My Venus. But then when he worked him, I didn't want to watch anything that had to do with him anymore. Like, and I also I'm like, oh, it's probably going to be bad.
I'm so happy I didn't watch that drama because I used to see it a lot. But I'm like,
And a lot of people hype the drama. I think it's because of the actor because he's a fine guy, right?
Yeah.
But then still,
that's the thing. Find guys that are acting it. When they act like this, you think that everything's awesome, everything
Yeah.
is this thing. Because you love that person, you gotta watch the drama, and then you know that
and
drama
you'll
is
be
a
in
flop.
denial.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
You be in denial that
Oh, it was not a flop.
it was okay.
It was okay.
fine,
And sometimes if they're not in denial, they'll not blame the writers. Obviously, the writers have to blame anyway sometimes, but still, the actors too are also responsible for the way
yeah,
they
if
act.
the actor cannot make you feel some things, like
Yeah.
then forget it. Like you're not an actor. That was what I would say. Because you're not making me feel, like
There are
no
some
matter-
actors that can take a bad script and still make it, awesome.
at least even if the script is so bad, the actor can carry that. The actors in the drama can carry it, and then
Yeah.
you see that okay, at least the storyline may be bad,
but
character-
then
the
you
actors
tell
are
that
making
okay, like even like the acting is superb, so you're like okay, I'll watch it even if it's just for the acting, right?
Mhm. So many things are like that. Oh, crazy. Well, another thing that I don't like is when when there's a rich guy in a drama, and the guy is evil, like he's mean, he's very wicked to everybody. Okay, that's attractive sometimes, but when you now take this meanness to be too far, like you now be so rude.
And so
You'll be so rude and abusive, and the main character
still falls in
people
love.
that love him, they'll still be like, you end up loving this. I'm like, why are you this rude? Like, you're not supposed to be
Like
this mean.
I don't understand how people can fall in love with somebody that is that rude. I don't understand it. Like
Like, it's very like rude and abusive and everything. Like, all these
there's cold,
characteristics.
there's cold and there's rude. There's like you can be cold maybe because of the way you grew up or
Yeah.
something like that.
Or your
But then
personality.
your personality, like maybe an introvert or something. But then there's rude when you're just plain rude.
When you're just rude, like, everybody, like, people, someone will not fall in love with you. Like, excuse me.
How is that happening?
And the girl that you not fall in love with, oh, you be mean to the girl.
And then the girls supposed to be still be in love with you. I don't understand. Like, it's mean to you. I think it's Stockholm syndrome. I don't know how you will still be dating somebody that is that rude to you, and you're like excusing his rudeness. I don't understand. I like the rich male lead trope, you know,
Yeah.
like where he had like a character development, and you know we find out the reason why maybe he was cold or something. But then there's just an extent to that. This thing where it's just like, oh, it's just rude. Let's just forget that. Like it's just rude.
Like, I have two dramas like that. Like, first, one is Boys of After. That was
Oh,
like
I
my
did not
first
watch that
ever
one.
drama in the drama world. But then that drama, Limio in that drama, it was rude though. But after a while, this guy changed. You know, his
Yeah, you
character
can see the
developed.
character development.
You see,
Yeah.
like, okay, this guy is rude in the beginning, but it was
Yeah.
not like. But then when he get out, the girl was not even. The girl not even like him. The girl told him that I don't like you because you are rude, and it changed. You could see that change.
Yeah.
And then another one again, and I watched. It's just on his Chinese drama. It's like this. I've forgotten the name of that drama. I think the negotiators or something like that. This guy is rude. Oh my god! Like, it's fine, but it's rude. Like, why are you rude? This guy, he should ask anybody. Anybody he sees, he will shout at them. He will abuse them. He will insult their life. He will say things to them that you're like, how can a human being be this annoying? And then his character did not develop. His character was still rude. He became poor. He became poor. He had poverty too. It was rude small. It was rude small, but it was, it was humbled a little bit.
And now-
But when he got money again,
He was back to being rude.
even the girl, I don't know, the girl was quiet. I'm like, this girl, you are an independent woman. She's an independent woman. No? You will not allow someone to talk to you like that. But no, this girl was already the dumb because she loves. I don't believe that love can make you that dumb.
I don't think so. Like, I feel like the rudeness would have even removed the love. It's open your eyes.
Like, how can somebody be rude to me and I'm looking at
I mean, I'll be accepting, like, okay.
I love you.
It's just a very stupid trope.
Oh my god.
I feel like when they do it, when they make it moderate, like, I would say for me, an example would be like Master's Son. Like, it was rude initially, but then, you could see him, like, becoming better, becoming nicer and everything. So when they do make it that way, and also I like when there's a backstory and you can see, okay, the reason why this is like this
Exactly.
is this way, but then what, like, they eventually change. Not that they're just like the same on a parallel line from the beginning to the end, not changing, not becoming better. Like, what's the point of the show then? Like, why am I watching this show if it's going to be the same in the first episode and in the last episode?
Like, for me now, like that, what you said, that the character, you like having a backstory and
Yeah.
everything. In Boys of Our Flowers, they had a backstory. It was rude because his mommy is a crazy fellow as well. She's rude. She's mean. So she didn't bring it
Him up.
well.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it was, but he had a sister that was, well, that one, she was taken away from the family. She
Yeah.
wasn't there. But you could see that, okay, this is
This
where
is the reason why, right? Because obviously, if you are raised in a rude environment, you'll probably imitate those that raised you as a child that you are. But then eventually, when you grow up, when you're in the real world and you start having friends and everything, you should definitely be changing based
Exactly.
on their impact in your life.
But the other drama I watched, that negotiators one. Oh, nobody no backstory, nothing. Why are you rude? You're just rude. Because you have
Just
money,
rude.
you're just rude. Like, you're just a rude person. Like, that character was annoying, but then it was funny to watch. You watch the way he acts and you're like, this guy is so stupid, but you're like, okay, whatever. Do you have any other thing?
I think the one I have again is kind of tied to the one with like making up the story as you go, but this one is like dragging a storyline. When they just drag one premise or one plot and they drag it for like 10 episodes. And there's nothing changing. Like we're just dragging this thing, and we're like, oh, okay.
Like we both know we are dragging it. We both know. The writers know. The
We
actors
know.
know. Characters know. Me, I know. We are dragging it.
You know that we know that we're dragging it, and then you
Can
still
you
drag
please
it.
stop? I'm like, why are you doing this? Why? Just because you want to have 16 episodes on the dot.
Right? Like I don't like. There's nothing wrong with cutting your episodes. Sure, I understand you want to make money, but then if you want to make money, then write better stories.
Storyline.
Because if you are going to make money based on this story you're writing, then make sure that it is good. Because if it's not good, then cut it short. Like, because the thing is that when you drag the storyline, right, the shows become very annoying and your ratings go down. So
Exactly.
it even hurts you. It hurts everyone involved, including us that are watching it. It hurts us also because we're wasting our time watching 16 hours of episodes of a story that is being dragged.
Oh, me, I just forward it. I don't have time. Like, I forward it. I'm like, at this point, there's nothing. Nothing
Eventually,
going on.
that My Secret Romance, I had to just start forwarding it. I could not just stand. I could not stand the fact that she was dumb and the story was just too slow and too draggy. Like, just have to stop. Like, I don't know. The writers need to step up sometimes. You know.
Exactly, they have to do better. I just
Yeah.
say that you don't just don't just write story because I'm writing story.
If
and
your
then
story
produce
is
the
not
film.
going to enter 16 episodes, then
Just cut
make
it
it
short.
10,
Like it doesn't
make
have
it
to be
5.
16. No, it's not a rule that it has to be 16 episodes.
quality over quantity.
Exactly. Another thing that I hate in a movie or TV show is when people switch souls.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, oh my god. Why are we switching souls?
But you know, in shows maybe like Freaky Friday, or movies, Freaky Friday, and which other
I
one
didn't
is
like Freaky Friday like that
I,
too. because
I liked Freaky Friday. And have you watched Boy Girl Thing?
Yes.
Where the boy and the girl kind of switch.
Oh, Jesus.
I actually liked it because you know they both knew that they switched their souls and everything. But I've not really watched any TV shows where they kind of, so I cannot really. I think when it comes to movies, I'm not tolerant with movies because movies end after like
Yeah.
an hour. But when it comes to like TV shows, I'm like, no.
Reminds me of like Scooby Doo where they all switch souls in that.
Oh yeah, that they're different.
That one was cute and was funny. Okay, yeah, at that moment, yeah. But then when you now like drag it for like a while, I don't like it. It's just crazy. Like, why are we switching the souls? Like, I understand. Maybe you want to let them like Freaky Friday that we know that okay because of that thing.
Yeah.
That thing they ate, that cookie they ate,
The
and it
cookie,
was
yeah.
like because the girl was a rude girl to her
girl,
mother and
yeah.
everything. But just switching the souls and then some I've watched on that show that is a movie actually. I think it's a Disney movie. It's a phone. Their phone makes them switch out. Like,
I
so
think
stupid.
that storyline sounds familiar. I can't really
it's a
remember.
girl and a boy too. They switch souls. Their phone will make them switch souls or whatever
Yeah.
because they were rude to each other or something.
I think I've watched it. I can't really remember though. I remember something about that.
Yeah, and like, oh, please stop switching people's souls. Just
Like, what's the point?
exactly stick to what you know. And then
Right.
stick to the status quo. So,
Right.
Stop changing, please. What else do you think that you have?
I can't really remember anything anymore. I think I've done my own.
I think one last thing that may add is when you kill off a character and then
Ooh.
replace it with another actress or another actor. When we all know these actors are alive, these actors are alive, and then you now went to one like while watching the show, you know, there's a girl and there's a man, there's a woman that we see all the time,
Yeah.
and then you now kill that character. Instead of it to like maybe switch the character to another woman or just
Yeah.
say the character traveled.
Yeah, or something.
But people just decide to kill her off that this one
Like,
died.
especially when it's from one season. So we're watching like season 1 or something now, and then the woman is okay, she's doing well, everything, and then beginning of season 2, she's dead.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
happened
what?
in this show. Kevin Can Wait.
Yeah,
It's
Kevin Can Wait. Yeah.
That one season 2 just came and you're like, okay, I'm watching episode 1. It just made the reference that the mother is dead. I'm like,
Like, how did that
Please.
even happen?
Was she sick? Like, how did that happen? Was she sick? Like, what? No explanation, whatever. Your mother just died. Like, excuse
For a
me.
sitcom, for a comedy
Exactly,
sitcom.
for a comedy
I feel like
sitcom.
that one, they had some politics involved in that one
Yeah.
because apparently
They
they
brought
brought somebody new, and then the woman apparently was supposed to make them more money than the actual wife. Maybe they wanted to like create a romantic relationship with the guy and the other
They
woman.
just make her cheat or something.
Make
Make him
him
cheat
cheat.
or something. Like,
or
don't make...
divorce them or
Exactly.
something.
Why are you making the woman die?
And then just imagine you're acting in season 1 or something, and then by season 2 they call you and tell you that, oh, we don't need you anymore for this show because we're
Especially
killing
because
you
of
off.
somebody else. That's just ridiculous.
It's I don't think it
not
shows
fair.
loyalty, and I stopped watching Kevin Cameron after
I
that
stopped
because
too.
I'm like,
Immediately you said the mother is there.
dead.
I'm like, bye.
because the mother was not even bad. She was a good
That was
actress.
a very funny
right?
character. I
Yeah.
like that. I didn't see any need to change her.
Like, yeah, and funny enough, after that season, they had to cancel the show.
Exactly.
So
When you don't ask the public, like this is the thing, you're supposed to make focus groups or things like that. Ask things
Yeah,
before
like-
you make stupid changes like that. There's no need for that.
they just wanted to put the more popular character. They wanted to cater to the more popular.
And yes,
apparently, the both of them were in the show together.
Oh.
So basically, they were husband and wife in that show. So she was not back in this show. So they wanted them to now probably date or something.
She just made me. I don't like if he cheated. I just moved on, and then it was and then the woman is still there, but
Yeah.
she's like maybe on and off, But at least she's still there.
She's still there.
Not that you're telling me that she died.
Just kill that off.
excuse me.
No warning, no this thing, no signs.
As maybe the ended of the last episode, maybe she was sick or something.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Anyway, Sha, it was nice having you here.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation because these are things that have been on my mind, and it's good to be able to let them out.
Yeah, especially when you're passionate about the shows that you watch. It's very important that
Right.
you when you don't like something, it's good to know that okay, I don't like this particular thing.
Because these are things I avoid in shows. Basically, if I just read a story and I see something that references any of these things, I just peace out.
you never ever see me watching, especially this twin switch.
Oh yeah, never.
Because I was telling you that there's twins inside. I don't even watch it. There's twins.
They probably did not grow up together. Just that there's going to be a misunderstanding somewhere.
Exactly. So maybe somebody is going to see the twins somewhere. I'm like,
This person, oh yeah.
Once that happens, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So guys, we've come to the end of this video. Please let us know in the comment section below what are the common trends in movies that you don't like, or in TV shows or in dramas, anything that you don't like in movies. Without all these, I would have watched all the shows in the world if all these things were not there. But nobody's perfect. So also you can recommend movies to us. You can rate TV shows to us. If you'd like to see Leah's voice again in another video, let me know in the comment section below. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.